I just finished listening to an audiobook called The Obstacle is the Way. It's so good. I highly recommend it. The reason I listen to this book again, because I've listened to it before, is that I feel right now that there's a lot that I feel like I'm living just with constant obstacles in my path. This book really helps me to see that, hey, life is really actually one big series of obstacles, and we kid ourselves when we think that it should be easy. We kid ourselves when we think that everything's supposed to turn out the way that we want it to. It's actually, when it turns out the way we want it to, it's like we should be celebrating, because a lot of times it doesn't happen that way. And what's really great about The Obstacle is the Way is it talks about using difficulties in life, not necessarily just to get over them, but to use them to grow, or to really go with that path, because that's obviously the right one that you're supposed to be. Like right now, I always have been a busy person because I always have these like crazy ideas going on, which is one reason the Closing Curve came about. Because just when I'm super busy with more than the average human really should be doing, then I'm like, oh, I have this idea. I'm like an idea monger. I always figure out a way to balance it all. It's really a lot, and I don't sleep that much, and every minute counts, like every minute counts, including this one. If you feel like you have too much on your plate, you just have to kind of look at what's on your plate and decide what is priority. And maybe even not necessarily take anything off your plate, but just rearrange it and rearrange how you're using your time. Because that's what I do. I'm like, okay, I can make all these things work, but I just have to be super focused. Not get into that poor me mindset that people like to get in of like, oh my God, I can't believe all this is happening to me. It's just so much. I can't take it. That's a big waste of time. The way I do it is I just put my nose to the grindstone and focus on what, like, the most efficient way to execute whatever problem is in front of me at that time. Like, done is better than perfect in certain situations, and sometimes you just gotta get stuff done. The Obstacle is the Way. Highly recommend it, and I am definitely using that in my life right now. You can do it. Just be tough. Know that no obstacle is put in front of you that you can't figure out a way over, under, around, or through.